So today, folks, we're going to continue really focusing on the movement, becoming more familiar with them, but also weaving in a little bit more detail on the individual benefits of each of the forms. They all have specific individual benefits. Some of them are to do with the meridians and the organs. Some of the benefits are to do with the physical structures of the body. So let's start with the knees a little soft, feet parallel. Just regulating as we begin. A sense of drawing up energy to the heart, bathing the heart, and gently returning energy to that deep lower belly center, the lower dantian. Presenting the pestle number 1, hands shine towards the heart, quite soft, heels lift, backs of the hands forwards. Inhaling. And exhaling as you lift. And these first 3 movements really are about regulating the flow of energy of Qi, but also circulation of blood and lymphatic fluid. I think of them as a nice preparation for the forms that are to come. They also allow us, these more simple movements, to cultivate qualities such as quietness or calmness, slowness, and to notice the fundamental pattern in these forms of extension, reaching out, a little pause, and then drawing back in, the flexibility of the muscles, tendons and ligaments. Moving to the second form. Arms out to the sides, palms facing towards each other. Yeah. Inhaling. The arms never quite straighten completely. Part of the reason we tend to not lock out the joints so much is there's a feeling that a locked joint can kind of prevent or stagnate the flow of Qi. The joints are open and soft, flow is more available. Let's move to the third form. Palms face up like you're holding 2 trays, elbows out, fingers point in. And as you exhale, pressing. Now here the elbows do really straighten and lift, very briefly. But then everything softens, roots. In this form, presenting the pestle number 3, it's very good for wrist, shoulder, and nerve strength in the upper body. As you continue, I'm going to read lines from the Jing to help provide an orientation for these movements. Act without doing. Work without effort. Think of the small as large and the few as many. Confront the difficult while it is still easy. Accomplish the great task by a series of small acts. The master never reaches for the great, thus she achieves greatness. When she runs into difficulty, she stops and gives herself to it fully. She doesn't cling to her own comfort, Thus problems are no problem for her. Words to live by. Slowly clearing down in front of the body and regulating. As we move to plucking the star, right hand comes behind the back to that gate of life, the Mingmen. Left arm out. You can gaze at the palm as you cross over, knees soft. The elbow be a little bit bent as you sweep up. Pluck the star. Carry. Transform. And fill with starlight. The back of the hand connects to the lower back, kidney area. This form is, as we said yesterday, very beneficial for regulating kidney energy. And the kidneys aren't just what we think of as the physical kidneys, but the energetic organ in traditional Chinese medicine, the seat of our essence, the source of health, vitality, and qi, as we seek to balance that energy for a radiant kind of health. One more each side. And what I love is that apparently one of the indications of really healthy kidney energy, of kidney qi, is lustrous, abundant, shiny hair. So it's up to you how you interpret that. But classically, that's one of the identifiers of well-balanced kidney qi. Great bone health and great hair. So if that's an interest area for you, perhaps practicing this. You could do it for 6 months and report back. I'd be interested in your self-study. Making this the last one. Release the hands, balance and regulate. From here, step the left foot forwards, right foot back a little bit. Baby warrior 2 position. Reaching out to find your 9 cows. And making fists. Right hand behind to the gate of life, point lower back. Left hand to left shoulder as you twist. That's it. Yes, Anusha. Opening. Extending. And wrapping back in. This movement is said to be very helpful for heart and lung strength, but also developing what I think of as strength at the center. So the strength to pull the 9 cows doesn't really come from the hands or even the forearms or the upper arms. It comes from the torso. So as you reach out, that sense of expansion, then it's the glutes and the muscles in your back which draw everything in and you twist. So the torso moves and the limbs follow. Start to slowly release as we switch sides. Reaching out. Really sense that as if you're pulling from the center of the body, drawing in, and then releasing out. This is a very intelligent way to work, to move. I would say all good movement comes from moving from center. It's very preserving of energy. It's very efficient. And it's why in the martial arts you can see these very well practiced older gentlemen and women in China who seem very, what's the word, kind of light, gentle. Maybe not what you would think of as strong, but they have this incredible strength that many of us do not have, because they have cultivated strength at the center, deep in the center of the body. Start to release and stepping back in to regulate. Start to display arms forwards, up, claws, and flying forwards like a great bird. Really reach out, really extend here, palms together. That's it, everyone. Wings, soften the knees. Think about dropping the chest slightly as well. Claws. Wings. This movement is excellent for regulating lung energy, lung qi. So you might breathe in, claws, strong breath out, clearing the lungs. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. It's regulating in the center. It's like harmonizing yang and yin energy for a moment. It's rebalancing. 9 ghosts drawing swords. Left hand pulls the sword up and out. Arms switch. Left hand holds the sword behind the back. Right hand, fingertips touch the ear. Inhale to lift and turn. Exhale, elbow across. Get that little moment of pause and then releasing, lifting. This movement's great for stomach and spleen. You get a sense of that, of the compression in the abdominal organs, but also the lengthening and the stretching of the meridians for stomach and spleen. As you rise, starting to switch. I was researching this a little bit, and some of the translations actually use the word saber rather than sword. The saber, of course, is a sword, but it tends to be a lighter, shorter sword that's sharp only on one front edge. With the saber, you can move much more quickly, it's much lighter. So there's a sense of lightness and precision in this movement, I think. As you start to release, letting the hands sink down, regulating. As we bring 3 plates to the floor, stepping out a little wider and being daring, or as far as feels good. Again, as always, drop the tailbone down. There's a little detail on this. One of the major meridians in the body running down from the center of the body is a yin channel. It's called runmai. Now, in these kind of movements, often it's very easy to puff the chest out and stick the bum out. That's not so balancing for this meridian in this movement. So the tailbone drops, but also it's like your heart moves back in towards your spine slightly. So it can almost feel a little bit flat or even concave in the chest. It's very soft inwards. That also really helps to keep the qi down in the lower dantian, which is what this form is all about. So let's pick up our plates. Take a breath in. If you like, you can make the high sound as you come down, 1/3. Drop the chest, drop the tailbone. Breathing in again. 2/3. This sends the qi deep down to the lower dantian, keeping you grounded and steady. And as far down as you reasonably can, that's it, everybody. Start to rise, release, rebalancing in the center. Palms come forwards for black dragon displaying its claws. Thumbs to the base of the ring finger. Fists. Left palm opens. Claw. Flying across. Shoulders stay squared. Pause, close off the left lung. And sweep down the outer leg. Fingertips brush across the floor and up the other leg. Up the side of the waist and recreating the fist. You can follow the hand with the eyes. With a soft gaze, mesmerized by the dragon claw. Close off the right lung. Release and sweep. Many of the dragon forms in Tai Chi and Qigong focus on these twisting movements. It's very good for regulating wood energy and liver and gallbladder. An imbalance in those organs, as we said yesterday, can result in irritation, agitation, anger. But in balance is the possibility of new growth, creativity, and feeling energized. Last time. Calm and quiet. Slow. Extend. Pause. And then flexibility of moving down, across, and up. As you release, take a moment. Turn the hips to the left, left heel steps forwards, tiger time, kind of apex of the practice. Again, I like to start with my Wrists crossed, my palms facing up. As you sweep back, claws. Pounce and surprise your prey. Maybe lift the back heel, maybe not. Step the foot far back, hands down to the knee, or as yesterday, fingertips to the floor, choice is yours. And then lift the chest, drop the hips. As you release, cross the forearms, and switch. Just one each side today. This movement is said to be really good for dredging that channel at the front of the body, the heart line, Runmai, helping to clear out any stagnant chi. As you step back, lower. And as you lift, the heart lifts, dredging and clearing that meridian. And as you release and return to center, once again, settling the chi down from the heart, down Runmai to the lower dantian. Palms cover ears, fingertips wrap behind the head. Folding down about a third of the way. Close the ears, tap 7 times with the first fingers. Rising up, take a breath in. Elbows are out, that's it. 2/3 of the way down. Tap 7 times. Knees soft. Rising. And all the way down. Or as far as feels good. Tap. Release the arms. Link the fingers. Press down, 1/3 of the way. Drop the chin at first, straighten the arms. Then lift the chest, look forwards, turn to the right. Swinging or wagging the tail to the other side. As you come back to center, let's drop straight down to the second level. To the right. To the other side. Down all the way, maybe touching the floor briefly. Lifting. And this movement is said to be great for total body health. It's thought to encourage total relaxation afterwards to conclude the practice. It's the frosting on the cake. Slowly rise. Step the feet in a little. And 3 moments to regulate and harmonize. Let's see how you feel. Taste the fruits of the practice. To close, let's rest one hand on top of the other and taking a little bow to each other. Fabulous. Thanks everybody.